Warning: this series contains spoilers as to the boss fights and storyline contained within The Legend of Zelda: The Skyward Sword. It's highly recommended that if you ever plan on playing this game, you wait until you've already fought the respective boss to watch this episode. Enjoy! What's up guys, ownedbytamater here. Welcome back to my series where I fight each and every boss in The Legend of Zelda: The Skyward Sword with only one heart. And as you're seeing here, there's this statuette looking thing jammed into the ground and all this dark force erupting from around it. And what that dark force is the soul of this evil creature, and he has now become known as the Imprisoned, because obviously he is imprisoned into the ground with that statuette looking material. And what that statuette is a seal that the Guardian sealed into the ground years ago when he was fighting this monster's actual form, his actual monster form. This is just, as I said, his dark forces erupting from the evil within his body and forming, this big, huge, toothy creature that looks scary as crap that, probably makes children cry. And when I first saw this guy, this is the guy from the opening sequence where, you like fall into his mouth and you wake up from your nightmare. When I first saw this guy, I was like, holy crap, there's nothing I'm going to be able to do. I was thinking anytime you touch any of the teeth on his body, you're going to get hit. And so I was like, this is going to be ridiculous. Well, turns out he doesn't have that many mechanisms or abilities that he can actually use yet. And what you're wanting to do, you can't destroy the evil within his body or whatever this form is. You can't actually destroy it, so what you're trying to do is seal it away to buy yourself more time to get more powerful so you can, destroy it or do whatever they're wanting you to do. And right off the bat, what they're wanting you to think you have to do is you're able to Z-target each and every one of his toes. And once you hit it a few times, it pops. And once you pop each and every one of his toes, he falls down onto his back. Once he's down on his back, that seal is available for your sword to strike, and you run over to it, hit it a few times, 3 times to be exact. I don't know why I said a few times. You hit it, he flips over on his belly, starts crawling in some unseen manner that I don't really know how he does it. He doesn't have any arms, his toes are up in the air, as you're about to see right here. Not really sure how he crawls, but beside the point, a little workaround to kind of avoid the damage from his feet, from any and every mechanism he has yet. A way that I found is you go up an extra level above him, line yourself up with him, time your jump, wait for him to get right under you, time your jump, land on his head, and he doesn't have any mechanisms that actually kick you off of the top of his head yet. And so since this is pretty much a timed race or a timed fight, if you see over in the middle left of the screen, if he reaches the temple, then you lose. Whether you died or not, you lose, because he unleashes his dark force on the world and you die. But seeing as how it's so, you gotta be doing a pretty good job pretty quickly to take this boss out before he reaches the temple. And to do this, I'm on him right off the bat, just go up an extra level, jump down, and he is really a piece of cake. I know I keep telling you guys that, I keep saying this is a cakewalk, this is easy peasy lemon squeezy, but really guys, this boss, he can only damage you with his feet, and so he's really easy. You jam it home 3 times, and that's a home run, you're done. And as you're seeing, he's flashing, about to disappear. Well, this guy, I know I keep telling you guys that these bosses are easy. Well, this boss is, to me, the transition between the first set of dungeons and the second set. And in the second set, the bosses get quite a few more moves and they get more difficult, so you're going to have to be worrying about so many more things when you're trying to fight them with one heart or even with full hearts. You're going to have to be worrying about all these different moves that they're able to actually execute. And so after this one, this should be the last time that I tell you guys, oh, this is cake, this is nothing. After this, the real fight should pick up, and it should be interesting for me to test my abilities and see how I can take these bosses out and how many times I have to try each of them before I can take them out. And as you're seeing here, I got to run to the bottom of the pit and finish off the seal and seal him back into the ground to buy myself more time before he, you know, blows up the world or whatever he's trying to do. And so that's basically all there is to this fight. Like I said, easy going, but after this guy, more dungeons, more intense bosses. I'm really excited for the next boss. If you've played it, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, the next video should be up within a day or two. It should be interesting. This boss is one of my favorite bosses. He has all these cool moves, and you get to use some cool mechanisms to actually finish him off. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Owned by Tomater. Later. Leave me some feedback.